Hello, I'm going live today with Maggie. She's one of our new recruits on Movement Makers. I'm sending a little note out so that you guys, if you want to join us, you can join us. Maggie's new, and just try that and see what we can do for Maggie. So here we go. So hi Dawn. So I'm waiting to view requests. Maggie's coming on. Hi Maggie. So I sent the request. Hi Debbie. This is Maggie. Hi Maggie. Maggie.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
That's awesome. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing really good.
Maggie is new to Movement Makers. So today
Yes.
I said I would give her an opportunity to express herself. She's one of the
Thank you.
that came in to join the group last week, and she was on. She was talking about how she wants to do her lives, and she wasn't too sure. And I said, come on, I'll give you a ride. So here we are riding. So it's really nice to see you. Everybody, thank you
Nice
for
to
coming
see you too.
Maggie the little boost that she's looking for. Because when you start something, I know what it is to fall, Maggie. When you first start, you trip, you fall, you collapse, you just, everything happens to you.
Yeah, well, it's all new and it's a new experience, and I'm definitely not on my comfort zone because I'm an introvert. So,
Oh,
but it's my passion. It's something that I want to serve and try to see if I can make change people's life, and here I
there
am.
you go.
You know.
See, so one of the things I do when I greet everybody is like, here you are. So here you are, Maggie. You're on your first step to a million step journey on IG Live and impacting people's life all over the world. It's a wonderful feeling to have. And I want to know something specifically not on your bio about you. I love sharing things that nobody knows about you. So besides your passion for helping others, what is the one thing that is not on your bio that is super you?
Um, well, that's not on my bio that it's super me. I love nature. I love going on nature walks and going to the beach and reading. And I love learning some, like recently I've been doing a lot of research, and I have a lot of coaches and mentors that I can, learn from. So that's what I've been doing lately, and that's one of the things that I really like doing.
Well,
Just continually learning
that's really good. I
and
am a big person on nature. I love nature walks. I love gardening. I love anything going to the beach. I love water. So I
yeah.
Canada, so I go to the lake quite often.
Yeah, I'm also working on myself. So this new project, as you heal yourself, you can heal others. So it's like a little, working on myself and helping others with my own experiences and mistakes and, flaws. So
Well, that's good.
basically,
That's the most important thing is to help somebody else. So all this, I asked the movement makers to come on, and those of you who are just coming, Maggie's a new movement maker. I saw her when she did her initial interview with Evan, and I volunteered and I asked her if she wants, I'll take her through the first live because
yeah.
of what it was like. I had had a little experience and I really didn't know much. So it was a hit and miss, a jump and a fall, and I get up again, and it was just one big, up and down.
Yeah, it's a big challenge, and it's, butterflies on the tummy, and, just getting used to the whole thing. It's pretty challenging, but you gotta overcome those challenges, and
Well,
that's how you grow.
that's
So,
for sure. Well, you know that. And the butterflies are what give you strength. The butterflies are just telling you you can do it. That's why they're fluttering in the tummy. They're saying, go. And
I do have butterflies on my tummy.
butterflies
So,
do it because you can't return. The butterflies are in your way and you don't want to crush them. So you have no choice but to go forward. So tell me
right.
to talk to me about today. I have an idea, but you can perhaps expand because I'm sure you have something that you can help somebody with today.
Well, with today, um, actually, we can talk about loss, like, when you lose people that you care about, and for some reason because you hurt them or they hurt you. And, you know, sometimes that's important because sometimes having loss is how you grow and how you get to know yourself and how you can become a better person with that experience and grow from there. So, you know, that's.
So so tell me a little bit about that, because you spoke a little bit about, when you sent me that note, you talked about, well, about another subject. So it looks like you
Oh, yes. About comfort zones.
comfort.
Yes, yes. Yes, I do want to do a topic about comfort zones, about you know, like when people are, they're under, you know, everything's going good for them and they're paying their bills and their children are good and they have their car, they have their house. However, they still have an emptiness, like they're not like achieving what they really want, like they're not living their passion. It's like you're stuck in a comfort zone. You're just living. It's like living on like a linear equation, like a flat line. And usually flat lines are not very good. So yeah, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. And even if, because everybody's busy and everybody works, and I understand that, but even if you take 10, 15, 30 minutes a day or a week or 3 times a week to work on your passion and fulfill yourself and, you know, and do what you love, it'll grow you as a person. It'll make you feel much better.
Okay.
So
let me ask you a question on that, because those of you who are just joining, Nina again is a new movement maker, and I offered to take her on her first live. So here we go. I know what it was like to be on those lives in the beginning, and you know, so I want
yeah,
a more comfortable
yeah.
experience than I did. So Nina, what would you tell somebody? You know, you obviously you want to coach people to becoming their authentic self or to live a fulfilled life, right? So if you have someone that, as you said, everything, all the ducks are in a row, but they're still not there, how do you coach that person? What do you tell them to let them see that they still have something else that they're lacking, or they know that, but they don't know what it is? How do you bring them to that?
Well, especially they have to look like deep inside them, deep inside their consciousness, their soul, and see exactly what they're hungry for, because everybody is hungry for something. And it's just, you know, knowing what you're hungry for and searching for that hunger within you to know what is it that you really want, or what you want to achieve, or what you want to change, or what you want to proceed. If you need to make a change in your life, like a major change, like I've done, you know, it's about you getting to know yourself internally.
Okay.
So
are you going to coach? Are you coaching from an experience or from an observation?
I'm talking about from an experience.
From an experience. So you can, so you know you will have to, when you do that, one of the things that Evan teaches is that you have to share part of your story.
Right.
So
yes.
And you have to explain why you are in a position to say, I can do this. And I can take you over the bridge. I know the water is rough on this side, but on the other side, it's okay. So come, let me hold your hand. Similar to what I'm doing with you today. I know you were a little bit, like you said, you're an introvert. You didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
And I kind of coaxed you to do this with me today.
Yep. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It really helps me to get out.
You're going to get better. And that's what you have to know for sure. You're coming from the rough end of the river and you're going to the quiet end. So coach me. I am afraid of technology. So coach me.
You're afraid of technology?
That's what I'm better now. I'm way better now.
Yeah, I'm not very good in technology either. I'm learning as it goes too. I'm not much of a techie person.
So what would you who's afraid of something that they should do, because they have everything else? They have a home, they have a job, they're children okay, they have money in the bank, but they're still not feeling satisfied. What would you tell that person? How would you take them to find out what it is they're lacking?
Well, first they need to find out exactly. They need to find within themselves, like, okay, for example, I am going to share a story. When I lived in California for 10 years, and when I got there, I moved from Florida to California. So when I got there, everything was like wow, you know, like totally different culture, totally different topography, totally different people, and I was definitely not on my comfort zone. However, as time went by, I got into school. I got like a full-time job. I only had one job in California, which I lasted all the time I lived there. Here, I've had 100,000 of different jobs, and I went to school, and it was perfect. Like I did really good in school. I was working. I was growing. But once I graduated from college, I continued working in the same job, and I was, you know, thinking of going to grad school or getting certified in this and certified in that. But eventually, I got myself into a comfort zone because I had my job. I was doing okay, but I wasn't progressing. I wasn't like going further. So I felt like I was happy and I was comfortable, but I felt like everything just like went like on a flat line. So I got the opportunity while I was in California I got a job in Mexico City to teach over there. And I took the opportunity and I moved to Mexico City. And that was another huge change and different culture and different people. And, you know, I was totally out of my comfort zone when I moved to Mexico City. However, not all, I mean, what I'm saying is that just because you make a change, it could either go good or bad. Like my experience in Mexico City wasn't the best, but if I would have not taken that risk, I would always live with that what if I would have done it, or like what would have happened if I would have done that. So I did experience it and I learned from it and I grew from that experience. And then it taught me how to make better choices and how to, you know, get myself to when it comes down to making choices, like, you know, make your choices more wisely. So, and then I moved here. When I moved here, it was also restarting because this is back in the early 2000s. And I mean, in my experience, back in the early 2000s, South Florida was a little bit more laid back. So when I got here, like in 2015, everything was like crazy. And I started from Miami. So it was just like a real, like, a huge change. And I needed to get jobs and I did serving and I've done it all. And ever since I moved here from Mexico City, I haven't been on my comfort zone because I haven't found something that makes me, that takes me to that flat line. And you know, it's good because now I'm learning my passions and I'm trying to see what I want to do and how I can evolve myself and grow as a person. So yeah.
That is quite a journey, and you did a lot.
Yes.
To California, to Mexico, back to Florida, and all of that in the lifespan of yours. So that is awesome. What tool did you have to take control of to help you to make those choices? Because there's such different cultures, like you said, from California to Mexico, they're close enough, but not that cultures are not that similar. So how, what was it, that one thing to the point where you know I can do this, I have to? What drove you?
Well, I wanted to experience something different and I wanted to challenge myself because I was not being challenged in California anymore. So I went ahead and took the opportunity because I wanted to see what was on the other side, like what I could experience, what I could learn and grow. And, I wanted to see, I wanted to learn, I wanted to experience, I wanted to travel and see different cultures. So that's pretty much what took me there.
Okay.
And then when my work visa expired, I knew I didn't want to stay there, so I came back to South Florida, not thinking that it was completely different. So that was another huge change for me, and I struggled. Like I had to come and survive and do whatever it took for me to, have a roof over my head and have food and all that stuff. So it's been challenging. It hasn't been easy. Just because you're in your comfort zone and you get out, there's a lot of challenges that you confront, and but all those challenges and all those experiences make you the person that you want to be if you learn from them.
How did you work with the language barrier?
I'm sorry?
How did you work with the language, the difference in the language?
Well, I speak Spanish, so I didn't have a problem in Mexico City, but I went as an English teacher, a science English teacher, so I mostly spoke English because I had to teach in English. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I did speak the language, so I didn't have a problem in that department.
So when you left Mexico and you went back to Miami, right? What was the, mm-hmm. Why did you go, why did you leave Mexico to go to Miami? Were you also fulfilled there? And what drove you to Miami?
Right. Well, it's because I decided I have family down here, and I thought that it would have been, you know, a good move for me to, you know, learn and grow. But as I said, it's been very challenging. It's been, I'm sorry, it's been, you know, I've jumped a lot, I moved a lot, I've had a lot of different jobs. But that, as I said, that took me to the situation that I am right now. Now I know what I want to do. Now I know my passion. Now I know with all these experiences, I can change people's life and, you know, and grow, you know, change myself, like grow and learn together as a community.
So what I'm getting from you is that you're still on that journey, but you know that you can take along others with you on that journey to get to where they want to go, because some of the paths that you've been on, they're now starting it. Is that what?
Exactly. Yes, I'm definitely still in that journey. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be. But I mean, I've experienced a lot, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've done it all. And and that helped me grow. That helped me become the person that I am today. And and as I said, I still make mistakes, and I still have to work a lot. But by me working on myself and sharing that to people, maybe somebody's going through the same things I'm going, and then I can help and change your life.
Well, that is what, you know, because that makes me feel very uplifting for you. And you're saying you're an introvert, and here you are talking about all of your experiences. Some introvert you are. How you've bring you to where you are, where you're willing to step in the water and help others to get out of the rough waters. And you're still learning. You're still learning to swim. You're still learning to paddle, and you're pulling.
Absolutely.
So you have a passion, and
I do.
At the end of that passion, how do you want to impact others? Like, what else can you do? You know, for sure you have, that is your ace, and you're holding it for the end.
Well, I want to impact people. Like I want them to you know, like impact them that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. It's okay to take risks, because you learn from every experience. Even either it's a good experience, take it within. If it's a bad experience, learn from it, and that's how you grow in life.
So you have that, because you have done those very same things. You had experiences, because obviously you did. You've gone around, from what you told me, you've gone around 4 times, and you started.
Right.
Is one of the philosophers, T.S. Eliot. He said, "Man shall never stop from wandering, but to return where they started, and only to know the place for the first time." So are you now learning Florida for the first time completely?
Well, you see, it's like you know, Les Brown, like he said, like people die at 25, and then they just continue as zombies until they're 65. I mean, it's great because you're, as I say, you're in a comfort zone, but don't you want to live your passion, and you want to do something that, and some people do it as for a living, like they get it very young and they go for it and they do it and they succeed. But everybody's time is different. Like, it's the present, you know, you got to work on the now. And every second you're growing, every second you're learning, every second you're improving. And, you know, like, don't get flatlined like in life, because then that's boring. Like, then everybody has a purpose, and some people find it and some people do it as a living. But if you have a 9-to-5 job and you like dread Mondays, like, oh, I don't want to go to work, like it's Monday, that means that, you know, you're just surviving. you know, which is everybody needs to survive, but in the interim, find something that you love, your passion, whatever it is, and just go for it. And if it's something that you want to do, you know, for the rest of your life, just take the risk and, you know, see what happens, because that's the only way you're going to grow, and that's the only way you're going to be successful.
I like that you say that, because most people's work-life balance is not a straight line anymore. Yours at such an early age is already going into 4 different angles. So
Right.
when you meet somebody that says to you, look at my resume, I have had so many jobs and I'm still not going, what can you reference from yourself to explain to them, to tell them that that doesn't matter, you just keep learning.
Right. Look at my resume. I've been in that situation so many times. Look at my resume. And as I said, I've done it all. I've had a lot of jobs. But I mean, except for in California, I really love what I did in California. I just felt like I got stuck. I could have pursued something else over there, but I chose not to do that, and I chose to move to a different country, and I don't regret it, because, you know, you get so much culture and challenges and, you know, living experiences and people, and you're just like, you know, so it just changes you as a human being. So, you know, it's just be confident, and, you know, just be confident and go for it and don't look back. And if you fail, it's okay. Failing leads you to success. So
That is really,
you gotta fail to succeed.
that is a really good,
So
that is an aha moment. Failure leads to success. That is really a nice one. Yoko has said, love your message. And that is,
oh, thank you, Yuko. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
you know, way to go, you know, a thumbs up from you. And hand claps, and from Rose, she's giving you all that.
Thank you so much, Rosita. So much appreciated. I appreciate all the love and all the feedback, because, like, I want to learn from everybody. Like, if people can learn from me, I want to learn from them too. It's like it's a win-win situation. It's like playing a tennis match, you know. Well, like, I give to receive, you gotta give. So if I give, I want to receive all the love, and I want to receive or anything, like, where I can improve, or what can I do. Like, I'm open, you know, I'm open for anything, and I'm open for people, and I'm here, you know.
Well, you just use a great analogy. You said it's like a tennis match. You have to serve before you can hit the ball, right? So
right.
So that is
right. You gotta serve.
So that's
right.
That we are born to serve. We are born to help others succeed, and born to do the serving part of it. So when you use,
and we're just going through so many different times, and everything has changed so much, and the COVID, and the world is just going like cuckoo right now. So right now, people need the motivation. Right now, people need that little push. Right now, people, even me, I mean, like, we need to be together as a community and help each other through tough times.
And that's a wonderful thing. This is something that Rosita just said here. She said, yes, I received the golden nugget. So that is, because when somebody gets the golden nugget on my show, that means they got something unique. So when you said you have to serve, is like a tennis match, that is powerful. That's a powerful statement. You should use it in your thing. And when you come on, this is Maggie, and I'm here to serve. This is a match, and I'm serving you. I'll get the ball back sometime. So that was a golden nugget, and Rosita coined that for you. So that's really good.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And, you know, just keep humble. You got to have humility and be humble, and just, you know, we live only once, and you just got to, like, make the best out of it. And with the challenges, roll with them. And when it's good, you know, appreciate the good, and take in the bad, you know.
Important. Yoko just said she got a lot of Canadian pink diamonds. On my show, we have the nugget, the black pearl, and the pink diamond. So the thing is that when somebody as young as you feel that you have a message, and that message needs to be heard, there are a lot of people your age and older, my age, younger than you, that will love to hear that. You took a chance. You said you were out of your comfort zone.
I'm totally out of my comfort zone, 100%.
You
Yes.
went to California and you took chances. You went to school, you did things. When you educated yourself, you went to Mexico to teach and you went to teach science. You came back from there, now you're in Florida again. And now you have decided, I have a message to tell that you need to get out of your comfort zone. And that is an amazing message. That is an amazing piece of information to put out there. So you have done your first live, and I'm looking forward to many, many more lives. And let's what you.
Yeah, me too. And thank you so much. I really appreciate all your help, and I really appreciate you inviting me. And I really I'm very grateful for having you and helping me.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
anytime, if you want to have me, when you get going and you want me to come and you look at, you know what I do, you see what I talk about.
Hmm.
Anytime I'll jump in. That's what we do at Movement Makers. Somebody is sailing by themselves. We say, okay, we'll come and hold the mast for you. We'll get the oar. We'll row the boat for you. So anytime you want help, anybody, they'll always jump in to help you because it takes a village to develop a human being, not only one person. And we
Exactly.
ourselves. Like Rosita said to me, I met 2 new people today and I shared it with them. Rosita comes to see us all the time. I told someone else about you today, she said. So there you go. So she has put
Perfect. Thank you.
a look,
Really.
and you have to believe there is something in you to give. Don't, because you're an introvert, it's okay being an introvert. Evan Carmichael said he's an introvert, and look at how many people here. I used
Yes.
to be very shy, and I decided it wasn't going to put bread on the table. So I decided I had to kick shyness to the curb, and I did that. And there's no,
Yes.
so now that you have all this support, it's like being propped up. There's people here that will prop you up. If I'm not there, somebody, there'll be tons of them. And all you need to do is ask. You cannot get help if you don't ask for help. And that goes for all of us. If we find that we are drowning, and before we let ourselves collapse to the bottom and actually drown, we need to say help. And if you say help, somebody will come and say, okay, I can do it. And what I've noticed, we've had the best lives when somebody's by themselves and we're there and we have to say, oh, so-and-so is on. And we click and she said, would you like to join? Or you say, okay, what is she talking about? I want to interfere with this. So we go on. And it ends up being one of the best lives we have. So as a new movement maker, know you have support behind you. Believe that we're there. That's the theme, believe. And everybody's there to make you believe that what you have to say matters. The message you have to bring matters. Somebody got a nugget today from you. Life is like a tennis match you have to serve. You must
Thank you.
stand there and don't serve. You get your face splattered with a ball. So you must serve. So have a one. I'm so glad I met you, and I'm really happy we did this.
Me too.
And anytime you want a little bit of a boost or you're looking for something, and join me. Tonight I'm going on at 7. So I did this for
Okay.
I drop in to see me, guys. I'll be on at 7 and we'll have a nice show.
Perfect.
And tomorrow night at 8, I'm having a big
Okay.
with Zan the man. Zan is another movement maker and he's a confidence coach. And we're going to talk about the different types of ways you can be confident. So drop in tomorrow night, but tonight at 7, I'll be back on and we can have some fun again. But I am happy you came. You look great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can see showing your message was clear and you have nothing to fear. Step into it. You come
Okay.
to have a wonderful, everybody, Yoko, Rosie, Debbie, and Rose, and who else was there? Let's make everybody, and Beach 305, thanks for coming to join us. Yoko, Rosita, Debbie, and all of you guys who dropped in, and Christina, and Risisumi, I don't know who that is, but that's maybe, and Dawn. Thank you guys for dropping. It was great, and she gave us a lot of wonderful information on how to stay positive and to push through and try even when you're afraid. So have a wonderful
Thank you so much.
and have fun.
You have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
And I'll send you a copy of this.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.